it because we're all in isolation at the moment. We're all under house arrest. We're not allowed to see friends
and
or
no one
family.
can see what they're doing outside. What are they doing outside right now?
They're installing. They're installing 5G.
Every fucking way. They got the military out there. No one even sees it. They're out there installing all of this shit. Fuck. I hate it.
So while we're all locked inside, they'll be all doing the telephone stuff.
Yep, and all that telephoning, all of that, because once we're outside, it's all going to be set up, and we're just going to be like, wow, it's good to be out, but spot the difference, motherfucker.
You'll notice there won't be as much wildlife like birds in the morning and shit.
Yeah,
birds. It's with the streetlights as well. The streetlights makes it grid.
They're using the streetlights as what you call it, even like what you call in New York, especially the old telephone booths. Those are being used as Wi-Fi hotspots now. So the phone booths, yeah, they're still going to keep them as national treasures and landmarks, what New York is, but they're repurposing them as fucking Wi-Fi hotspots.
Have you ever heard of?
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere in the city, so that's what they're using. The infrastructure's already there. They just have to repurpose it.
Have you ever heard of this thing called 10 Days of Darkness?
Yep.
Well, I think it's not literally going to be pitch black. I think what they're going to do is have a blackout on the internet. Yeah. So at the moment we're under house arrest. People have been indoors for about 2 weeks, not been able to see friends or family. The only way they see them is through Facebook or Skype.
Yep.
They slow the internet down.
Through the Black Mirror.
They slow the internet down, which is the problem. The reaction is going to be...
You create a bottleneck, and then lots of people want to get that, and then that's where... There's so many underlying issues, like we spoke about, distribution when it comes to food, when too many people now get sick, and then that now starts getting cut off to certain areas. And the fact that back in the day, people were self-sustaining. They could farm. They knew how to hunt and shit. Now everyone relies on going to the fucking mall and, oh, I only eat non-GMO. Bitch, what? Are you stupid? Yeah, you have a lot of people. I was watching this shit. I've been watching this show a lot recently, and I always used to watch it because I love survival shows like Let's Drown, Alone, Naked and Afraid, and all this shit. But there's now this doomsday preppers, and there was this one prepping family that had a mother and a daughter that both were insulin deficient, so they had diabetes, and they were just like, we really started stockpiling and hoarding insulin because we need insulin every day, and right now we only have a 6-month supply. So if shit went left and we couldn't get our supply, we'd be fucked. And remember last night, who was that player who couldn't get his respirator, his asthma inhaler? SK Blue Gang. He was shouting at his fucking NHS workers and whatnot that were trying to help him out, the doctors, talking about, I'm the first in line and I can't get my respirator. Not my respirator, but I can't get my asthma pump. And I need at least 2 because everything is shut down right now. And I'm almost out. So imagine, if you're already sick, like they're letting 6ix9ine out of jail because he's got asthma. People don't even have respirators. People are running out of insulin, and you're saying shit is shut down. Just what, man? More people are going to die from not being able to go to work and shit not being able to be distributed from other causes besides corona. Right now, it's all corona, but just watch. Yep.
Do you know Sweden aren't doing anything? There's no isolation or anything.
That's what the UK was trying to do with the herd. Let's all get it. Herd immunity.
They've just changed the name of common cold. It's just seasonal flu.
I can't believe everything they tell you on CNN. Jeffrey Epstein is free as fuck right now. He's back on his island.
Yeah, I know.
Harvey Weinstein was the first to be told, yo, bro, you can go back home. You got the Rona. He's like, I'm gonna walk out of here. What? All those women who got raped for nothing. But they did suck this dick and still made millions. Yo, I don't feel sad for them, man. If you made millions off the sucking dick, yo, why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? Some of us are still daring each other. Oh, would you suck a dick for $1 million? You did it and you got $1 million and you are famous. Now you want to complain and cry 30 years later? If my mom told me, oh, I sucked this guy's dick and now, oh my God. But we're rich as fuck. I'm like, shut up, man. Were you stupid? Why are you even saying that? Shut up. Now you just hurt my feelings. I didn't even have to know. Oh, there's too many women. Yo, even these people with the, the college fraud. That shit is all swept under the rug now. Everyone's forgot about it. John Jones out here wilding with a gun and drunk driving and shit. They told him, just go to house arrest. We don't have the time to police that shit, bro. Yeah, John Jones from the UFC. They told that man house arrest, bro. They just told him to go back to quarantine. Give him shit. Yeah, the loaded gun, drunk driving, liquor in the fucking whip, and they let him slide. They're like, bro, just go home. We ain't got time for this. Like, you're allowed to wild out right now because every police department is just like, bro, there's more important shit to worry about. Like, really?
Check out this thing on Twitter, Film My Hospital. People are going round to the local hospitals and filming.
There's nothing going on, they're empty.
Yeah, empty.
Local news crew are lying, talking about, yo, it's going down, everything, yo, emergency units are running out of respirators, there's no beds remaining, they're creating emergency destinations for people to go to who have the virus or any other ailments that are requiring immediate attention. Yo, this is reporting from Chapati Hospital. People in the neighborhood are seeing those live reports and going straight to those hospitals within 20 minutes, and there's nothing going on. Empty car park, empty reception, empty beds. Fuck. I live next to 2 funeral homes and I haven't seen anyone being buried, bro. That shit is on my way to the liquor store, fam. I'm always at the liquor store, man. They know me by face. Fuck out of here.
I think the big companies are deliberately not stocking certain products to make it look like
because the U.S. government, as of the second week of March, right? They told all supermarkets, look, we need you to maintain prices for the next 2 to 3 months. They've already been told that. They say don't capitalize on the need because of what's going on. So if you're being told don't move the prices for 2-3 months, okay, look it up. In the US, all supermarkets and food vendors and whatnot have been told, don't move the prices. What do you think is going to happen? Once we all know exactly what people are aiming for after 3 months and they're allowed to fluctuate. Just like I told you, some people have had the rent freeze. That shit can't happen forever because everyone somewhere is a landlord in some way, form or fashion. Everyone is a landlord, so someone got to eat somewhere off that rent. Dog, how bad is it gonna get? After 5 to 6 months, it's gonna be like, it's bad, it's too bad. This is only like 1 month, 1.5 months now. And they were lying, saying that, oh, China is now back on its feet and they stopped. China lied about 60 to 40% about the reports of deaths that they had. They minimized that shit. It doesn't make mathematical sense for them to have less deaths than Italy. What? With the population that always smokes? Everyone out there smoking, bro.
Wuhan was the first smart city. It became a smart city the 31st of October. 17 days later, the first death of Corona. Italy got smart cities in January. They started dying like a few weeks after that was installed.
Yeah. Because you need
something interesting. If you Google Corona, it's some form of radiation that comes off the sun. Radiation. And the side effect for radiation poisoning is flu. Flu-like symptoms, radiation poisoning.
5G. Dude, I was sending videos to my family of people with 5G towers outside their residences, and you see you see trees dying on the side that the tower is on. The bark is peeling, the leaves aren't growing, the trees are dying.
Do you know there's one country which doesn't have 5G?
Which one?
Israel.
Ah, fucking hell. What's up? Oh yeah, because they don't even like having anything electronic turned on Sundays. What's up, man?
Russia never used to have microwaves.
Yo, I'm online, man. What you want? Hey, in the middle.
He's got support in the centre. The header was going in, but it was pretty straightforward for the keeper to stop that happening. Yeah, he's thrown his cup on that one, hasn't he, the keeper? Easy beat. And that's a throw. On the move and able to cut out the pass.
Yo, what's your story, man?
That's good defending. Really had to deal with that. Could have really hurt the team now. Good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. Good vision here. Referee played advantage here. Cross is long towards the back post.
What do you reckon the FEMA camps are for?
It's just to show that they actually did something, just like they did for Katrina, Sandy, all of that shit. They have a budget that they have to flex. They have a budget that they have to show that they're actually doing something within a timely manner. And what's so crazy is that apparently FEMA was already in New York before. What did they say? They said they were there the day before that ship came from the Navy with the hospital. So I think that, yeah, they lied about something. They were like, oh no, there's some conspiracy about them coming early and lying about having arrived on Saturday, but they were there on Friday, but weren't doing anything. Because the Governor Cuomo has been flexing on Trump and asking for more respirators. We know he already had some. So it's just like, what were you saying, bro? You're just killing people. And people are still saying, oh, Kumo's the shit, but he's lying to people. He's blaming Trump, meanwhile he already had, and he's saying, oh, Trump, you could be asking private companies to be making more, but you already had a bunch that you declared a couple months ago that you had, but you haven't opened up the stockpile. You're complaining and bitching and moaning at me, meanwhile the onus is on you because this is your jurisdiction, this is your population. If you want me to do something on a federal level, I'm locking everything down. But Trump is a businessman. He wants shit to be back up and running because this doesn't make sense for everything to be on lockdown like this, bro. It's just, it's not an over exaggeration, but we're just all flinching.
Have you seen the new £20 note, the English £20 note?
Who's on it?
The 5G tower and the Corona logo. I don't know if you've seen it in America where you can fold the money and it would show you 9/11 and stuff. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Well, they do it with all currency, and the new £20 note has the 5G tower on and the Corona logo.
Yeah, it's the new world, man. That's what we're living in. This one.
It's I think that's the last bit of money what England will have before a cashless society, and that's the last little secret mark we're gonna have.
Before we all get a digital wallet,
and
you're being monitored. on whether you took the fucking
Imagine
vaccine
if,
or not.
yeah, no, imagine if they say if you don't get the vaccine, you can no longer use all these places that
That's
are
what they're
shut.
gonna do. They're gonna limit you. They're gonna, depending on what you, because no one's gonna want to fuck with you, even for jobs. You think employers are gonna want to have you in the office if you haven't taken the vaccine? It's gonna be used to leverage so much shit and strip away so many laws.
If the vaccine really worked, though, surely the people who've taken the vaccine won't get infected, so it won't matter if you take it or not.
Fam, if it's really a flu and a common cold, there's no such thing as a vaccine because it always mutates. It's seasonal. This dude